Good morning, guys. CJ here again from the Geek Collectors, and I'm up, well, not early, it's coming up to it's coming up to 11 o'clock this morning. Just off to do my uncle duties and go and pick up one of my nieces. Today I'm going to be in and out doing my uncle duties for the day. So I'm not going to be, well, I'm going to be home this morning. I've still got to edit last night's vlog. And then, so just to give you an idea of what it is I've got to unbox today, I've got all of this to do. So, I've got a sci-fi block, a geek box, pop culture, and 3 shirt punch boxes. But the shirt punch boxes I can do at my leisure. So anyway, off to go and do the good uncle thing. So, off to do the good uncle thing and go and pick up the first of my my 2 nieces for today. So she works at one of the local fast food takeaways. I won't say which one. And then I have to go and pick up the other one. I picked up one yesterday. Unfortunately, the battery in my camera went flat. So it's just unfortunate that happened. And so yesterday, I was talking about this crazy weather we're having here in at the moment here in the far north Queensland. Anyway, it is 16 degrees at the moment. Struggling to get to 17 degrees. This time yesterday, it was up in the high 20s. I think it was about 26. It was. So, just absolutely crazy weather we're having right now. Really, really is. And the other thing I looked at yesterday while I was editing Classic Nerd Block was I started looking at new cameras. Now, there's nothing wrong with this one. I basically bought this just as a point and shoot. So I buy little compact cameras, and what I do is I go and do a photo shoot location first. So I take the camera with me and I have a look at places to go and shoot. So what I do is I max the camera out to its highest settings to see what it would look like. So like a day like today, it's partly overcast. So today would be a day that I would actually go out and have a look. And I thought, well, I bought another camera to do that, but I can't vlog with that camera. It's a small Sony camera, and I know Sony's are good. So I've actually had a look at... Hello.
Hey.
How you going?
Good.
So I'm just vlogging at the moment.
That's good.
So yesterday while I was online, because I like Nikon, everyone in the YouTube community uses Canon. Well, I'm not about to change my complete setup because everyone uses Canon and Canon's the best. Look, I think there's nothing wrong with the Nikon stuff that I'm shooting. I'm shooting my unboxing videos with a D7100, and I've got no problems with that whatsoever. And the camera I'm shooting today is with a Nikon Coolpix. So I've had a look at another Nikon. I think it's a Coolpix, and it's an A900. So I'm going to look at that. It's not out yet. People are taking pre-orders for it. It's just under the $500 mark, which is reasonable. It has a flip-up screen on it. It has manual settings, so I can shoot in RAW if I want to. So basically, it fulfills everything that I need for the camera, because then it can double up on duties as well. So anyway guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to have a chat with my niece and I shall catch you guys later. So, I'm totally bummed out. My second favourite coffee shop here where I live is closed this morning. I know my first favourite one is closed. So I'm going to go and try a new coffee shop. I haven't been there before. And it basically closed down and then it opened back up again. Now, there is another coffee shop. There was a couple of coffee shops here in town. But I don't want to go back to either of them. They don't make a decent mocha for my liking, and I like a good mocha. I think I'm spoilt with having lived in Queensland for so long and having had coffee from Zarafas for so many years. I found somewhere here where I'm living that actually do sell a good mocha, and I found two that actually sell it, so I'm quite happy. So I'm parking up right now as we speak, and I will come back to you guys very shortly. Bye. Alright, so completely bummed out. This coffee shop that I've just gone to is closed. It's like Sunday, people. You have walk through traffic and they're closed. So looks like I'm going to go to one of the other two coffee shops. One of them, it's okay, but they take too long making coffee. And coming from Sydney, people know that you can't hang around, and they know how to make coffee on the fly. In this town, they just think you've got all day. It's just like, well, I have other things I need to do, and the last thing I want to do is be standing here for 15 minutes waiting for a cup of coffee. So I'm going to revisit a coffee shop, and I've just had a look to see if there were another place I've just gone past, and it's Sunday and they're closed. It's just like, this is ridiculous. Living in a small country town and places are just closed everywhere. So I'm going to have a look and let me see if they're opened. If they're closed, I'm just going to go home. And they're opened. Now, it's a funny thing, there's two coffee shops here, one right next to the other, and one opened up and then the other one opened up and then another one opened up right next to it. And the funny thing about the sad part about it is that when the second one opened up, they were actually selling coffee, and they sold it to the first shop. So they went, oh, this is a good location, we'll open up, and they opened up right next door. So I really feel for the other lady, because the second shop is a little bit bigger. They offer more, and the food's not too bad. The one meal that I had here was Canadian pancakes, and seriously, I could have used the pancakes as a frisbee. It was that bad. So I know not to get a meal from them, at least. So anyway guys, I'm going to go in, grab my coffee and come back out. I'm back. Just been to a coffee shop called the Tilted Teaspoon. Looks like there's different people working there, or you know, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, just got my coffee. I'm going to taste it. Not bad. A little bit on the chocolatey side for me. A little bit too much chocolate, but really good. So looks like I'll probably be going back there. Yeah, this town, there's only a couple of coffee shops that I would actually go to have coffee, and that's one of them. So looks like I'll be going back there on the weekend, as opposed to the other one. So on a Sunday for coffee, I just found my new coffee shop to go and grab a coffee from. During the weekday, I've got my other two coffee shops that I go to, and I really like getting coffee from them. I get them from them every once in a while. On Saturdays, if I'm going out, or when I go out, I always try and grab a coffee from ESP. that would have to be my favourite coffee shop here in town. You know, one person criticised a comment that I made saying that, well, you obviously don't get out all that much with your coffee. I mean, hello, I come from Sydney. I come from a coffee culture. I've been down to Melbourne, and let me put it to you this way. Coffee shops, the way people do coffee in Melbourne leaves Sydney coffee with a lot to be desired. I don't know if it's the bean or what it is, but I went to I think it's called the Spaghetti Tree or something like that, or the Pasta Tree or something in Melbourne, and I got a really good cup of coffee from there. I went to this little cafe on my second day. I'd just been to a camera shop, bought a whole heap of new gadgets that I needed for my photographic work, and I got a fantastic coffee and breakfast from there. I was just about finished my coffee, and the owner looked up at me because he could see that I was just about finished it, and I just tapped at the glass, and he just gave me a nod of the head, and I went, that is service. And I cannot remember the name of the coffee shop to this day. I think I'll have to go back through my Facebook. I know I sent pictures from there and see what it is. And as I said, the coffee, I went to just a mum and dad takeaway store on the corner there in Melbourne, and I still got a good cup of coffee. People in Melbourne know how to make decent coffee. As I said, I don't know if it's the bean or it could be even the baristas that they employ, but I tell you what, if you're ever in Melbourne, people, any cafe anywhere there, you're going to get a good decent cup of coffee. So off to pick up my second niece for the afternoon. So where she works, I'm going to stop and get some hot chips to eat. So in the kitchen cooking, having something to eat, and I just had to use the microwave twice or 3 times now to try and get my schnitzel warm, just to get the cold off of it. So I had my not breakfast but my brunch, and as you can hear, it's done. Oh, that's not too bad. It's taken the chill off of it at least. So I have to go back out at 12:30 to take my other niece, so doing, as I said, my uncle duties for the day. So I'm looking forward to that, and there goes the chihuahua now. So guys, I'll talk to you later. Okay, in the car yet again. Hopefully this will be the last time for the day. Off to pick up my 2 gorgeous nieces, although they probably disagree. But they've turned into 2 quite very attractive young ladies. And I'm quite proud of them actually. They're both still at school, they're both working, so they're really helping out with their parents. And I just have to reset the trip meter. So I have to go and pick up the eldest one first. Then when she finishes at 4 o'clock, I'll go and pick up the other one, who should be finished about the same. So the weather outside has not gotten, it's gotten a little bit colder since we last spoke. I've just been this afternoon trying to get this damn end card done, and it's a lot harder than it looks. I saw one girl doing one, and I watched it, I went, okay, this is fantastic, how to do it in PowerPoint. I have PowerPoint on my computer, and I'm following her right to that end of PowerPoint, and then I'm like going, her version of PowerPoint compared to my version of PowerPoint is completely different, and I can't edit it. I can do the end card, everything's fine, it's great, looks good, I love it, and then excuse me, when it comes to inserting the video and then trying to edit the video in it, it just doesn't do it. It doesn't bring up the ability for me to edit the end card, to actually edit the previous day's vlog, so that you only get, I don't know, I'm going to use music that my good friend Richard Lum supplied for me. It's about, I want to give you guys about 22 seconds of the previous day's vlog, and I can't edit my movie in PowerPoint. So because I'm using DaVinci Resolve, I've just found one there where the gentleman's going through and explaining it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that I get it all sorted, and yesterday's vlog will have the previous day's vlog in it, and then this day's vlog will have part of yesterday's vlog in it, and I'll get that done each time. But there's so many people out there doing it, and there's so many YouTubers who are using iMovie, and it's like one person there, this is how to create an end card with Windows, and I'm like going, okay, well this is good, I can do this, and then they start doing it and it's like they're using a Mac. Come on, be honest, you're not using a Windows computer, you're using a Mac. Yes, I have a Mac, and yes, I can do it, but I'm on my Windows computer and I want to be able to do it that way. If I was traveling, then yes, I want to do it with the Mac, but I'll learn that bit when I get to it, and when I get the time, I'll actually set all that up so that I can use my my Mac on it. So the times that I'll be traveling around, well, it's a good chance every weekend, and I'm just about on top of the unboxing videos at the moment. So guys, I started recording the last part of my the vlog for the day, and lo and behold, I've actually run out of room on my SD card. So I've just had to go through and delete a few things from yesterday's vlog, and I've got enough room for 6 minutes worth of footage. I'm not going to bore you with 6 minutes of just rambling on. So I've done my uncle duties for the weekend. I've picked up one of my nieces yesterday and taken both of them to work, and picked them both up today and dropped them off at home. So I'm going to leave it on that. Hope you guys have had a great time. Thank you for allowing me to share a little bit of my life with you guys, and I'll see you next time. If you want to see more of my vlogging, then please remember to subscribe, and once you are a subscriber, every time I do a new vlog, you'll get a notification to say there's a new one up there. Same goes with my unboxing videos at the Geek Collectors, and just remember, if you subscribe there, you'll also get to see my new unboxing videos every time I do one, which will be one a week basically. Alright guys, look, thank you very much for your time. As I said, I've had a great time, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.